condition, man. I ain't trying to touch no damn pumps or none of that. I just bought this little shit right here. I've been buying some stupid shit, but that shit kind of tell you. I ain't gonna cap. Oh, we need to get some gas. All right. Made it here to the shop. Got the RB jizzle and the hizzle. That's just funny. All right, so what we have here, we have the radiator that we're gonna be doing. That's gonna be modified, and we have the core for the intercooler. It's basically a regular radiator, just in the spec and size that we need. So we're just gonna modify it from there. Same with the intercooler. It's just a core, so obviously you have to get the rest of the pieces for that. I don't know exactly how they're gonna modify this, but that's the size I need. So that's that. Let's move on to the intercooler. There we go. Not gonna be the biggest intercooler, but it's definitely enough to get the job done. This is kind of around the same size as the one that's on my Z, honestly. So this is gonna pretty much be something like that. Yes, sir. My boy's on his way right now to come finish up some more of the tubed front end. Eventually. What is up? What is up? So we got some progress done on the tube front end. It's looking nice. It's looking nice so far. Obviously, I'm gonna get this painted. It's not gonna stay this ugly ass finish. Driving around looking like death race. Like I got a damn schoolyard fence on the front of my car. But yeah, it's coming along pretty well. I think there's gonna be like another bar here, another one up there. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. And then after that is done, we can start making like the little brackets to mount the intercooler and the radiator. With those sizes, George had already measured it out, so they're gonna fit like perfect. I mean, if it doesn't fit, we're gonna make it fit, but pretty much from the eye, it's gonna be perfect. So intercooler is gonna sit a little bit slanted like that. I don't know how we're gonna do the radiator. Probably pretty much the same thing. It's just it's gonna be really close to the pulley right here, so I don't know. Might mount the radiator down here. Still have to have room for the fan, so yeah. And for people that are wondering why I went tube front end, it's because there's really no room having the stock radiator support. If you run the stock RB trans, that does push the motor back a little bit more and gives you more room, but obviously I'm not running that trans, so therefore the motor is going to sit a little more forward. So if we ran the stock radiator support, it would just be no room like for anything. So that's pretty much the reason why I went tube front end. As long as everything fits and looks good, that's pretty much all I care about. So yeah, and then after the intercooler and the radiator is mounted up, then we're gonna move on to the manifold. I finally figured out exactly what turbo I'm gonna run. I ordered it already. That's just gonna be sick. Once the turbo gets here, then we can start on the exhaust manifold. Well, then we're gonna move on to the piping. Basically, this is how it's gonna go in order. Finish the tube front end, mount the intercooler, mount the radiator. I still have to modify those as well. Exhaust manifold, mount up the turbo, everything. Then the piping, and then after that, that's when we can start dressing up the motor and getting all the stuff sent out for chrome and etc. A lot of work, but when it's gonna be done, this shit is gonna be sheesh. It's gonna be sick. I don't think I'm gonna like it more than my Z, just because my Z has so much like sentimental value to me. I don't think I'll like it more, but it's definitely gonna be sicker than my Z. I mean, regardless how fast I make my Z, like this shit is gonna be an RB26. I mean, when you pop the hood on this, it's just gonna be like a jaw dropper. Another sick thing too is the grill sits about right here on the G. So through the grill, you're gonna see a chrome manifold, some titanium piping, RB26 cover. Probably we'll see the turbo. Definitely gonna make another little like outlet from the turbo. Have the filter right here so we can get some cool air in that. And this shit is gonna be perfect. So I mean, my vision in my head is real vivid. I know exactly how I want everything. I know exactly how it's gonna look. Just nobody else can really see my vision because it's my vision. So, but yeah, I'm pumped. So once this is all done and everything is running, then that's when I'm gonna take it to my boys to get it wrapped. And then after that It's really just going to be like all the fine little touches here and there. So far for interior, I actually picked up some seats that I'm pumped about. That's just going to be sick. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy. I'm going to keep it pretty stockish as far as the interior goes. Sick. So he's going to take it to his shop and finish it up. It's Modelo time. Started pouring out of nowhere. Nice. And I got these goddamn hella unwaterproof shoes. Alright, gotta push this forward. Wow, you're so strong. Pushing a whole Z with one hand. Fat old booty. So due to this whole coronavirus shit, I really have no content. I mean, Z's down. Z's not going to be running for a couple months. Like I said, the motor and the kit is sold, so I have to pull that out. Obviously, the G is not done. So yeah, no G, no Z. I only have the Q. That's just the daily. And on top of all that, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything right now. I've literally been to the shop and to the house. So haven't really been taking any chances. I don't really want to hang out with a bunch of people and shit like that. So yeah, hope everybody's staying safe out there.
1 week later.
So we got some legendary in this box. What we have in here is going to be the turbo I'm gonna be using on the G35. And I haven't seen it in person, but I know that it's gonna be a decent size. Yeah, that's right guys, precision turbo boys. Let's get it. I feel like a kid at Christmas right now. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, who else likes this shit? I love popping these. Bitch, pop. Oh, these are the non-poppable ones. I'm big mad. Precision 7675. Pretty much exactly what I was looking for. This turbo is rated for way more than I'm gonna be pushing on the G. I pretty much just got it because I need a big turbo to complement the engine bay. If you put a little turbo in there with an RB with all the sexy piping and shit, it's just it's like it ain't gonna look right. I'm gonna be honest. So it was pretty much go big or go home. Nice, got a nice little sticker here. I'm probably not gonna put that on the car. They don't need to know until they get gapped. Ooh, boy. How about that bad boy right there? Oh man, that thing weighs like a cool little amount. And real quick, shout out to my boy Gigs Evo. I'll drop his Instagram down here. If you guys are looking for a precision turbo, definitely holler at him. He could hook you up. Tell him I sent you. Tell him you want the Fresh Kicks package. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Fuck, how did they package this goddamn thing? I'm just gonna cut this shit.
8,000 years later.
Oh yeah. Sheesh. Oh man. Is that a precision turbo fucker? Look at that thing want to spin already. Oh, beautiful. I can hear it already, bro. Gen 2 96 AR. It is V-band all around this joint. You know what I'm saying? I need that for sure. That's very important. No T4 flange on that hoe. I need a V-band because we need to be able to clock this as much as we can to make this thing fit. So yeah, this is it. Straight trade for any DE G35s or 350Zs. I'm taking trades. So since this is a Gen 2, I believe the housing is actually smaller than the Gen 1 in this same size. Like the Gen 1 with the 7675 is like probably like huge as fuck. This is a decent size. What can I compare this to? Fuck it. Look what we got right here. We got a goddamn perfect push-up. I want to say this is probably the size of my Z turbo, about. So yeah, you guys can see that difference right there. It's chunky for sure. This turbo is rated for 1200 horsepower. Obviously, the G35 is never going to see that much. The motor is built. It only has about 300 miles on it. The head is built. The bottom is built. So the motor is good for maybe 800, 850, like max. After that, you probably want to go ahead and do like dry sump oil pump and do some bullshit that there's no point for me to do. I have no idea what this turbo is going to make at what boost. So we're just going to have to figure it out. I'm going to say maybe 15 pounds, 15, 17 pounds. That should put me at about 700. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to test it and figure it out. I really like this turbo. I might get another one for the Z, and we're gonna full send that one for sure. That one gonna be 1,000. So this one is just because I wanted a really good turbo. I wanted a nice turbo. You just can't say anything bad when you pop the hood and there's a fat ass precision turbo in there. So go big or go home, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna go with the Garrett. I was gonna get like a GT40, but nah. We're only looking at like high sixes, 750 max. Like, I'm not trying to push that motor. 800, 850 is probably fine, but I'm really not trying to push the RB, because an RB block, let me tell you this, it's about 10 grand for one with probably like a spun bearing or some shit. So there's just no point for me to try to full send the G with an RB when I have a Z that the blocks, I can get another block for like 1,000, you know what I'm saying? So full send on the Z all day. But oof, this thing is gonna look gorgeous inside of there. And over her, of course, we got the young T37s. I already had these on the G, but I took them off. I got the rollers on there right now. I am gonna send these off to my boy. I'm gonna get these triple chromed. That shit is gonna be fire. I never actually chromed any TEs. I had Varstones that I had black chromed, but I never chromed TEs, so that's gonna be a first for some actual TEs, getting that triple chrome. That's just gonna be, sheesh, it's gonna be hard. Can't wait. Like I said, shout out to my boy Carbon Plug. The mirror caps are A1. Just looks sick. Bro, I love carbon fiber. Like, I don't know why I like this shit so much. It's like the stupidest shit in the world, but I'm addicted. I've always loved carbon fiber. It's been shit. Like, it's been like 6 years I've been addicted to buying this shit right here. Like, carbon, just everything. This shit is amazing. And peep this. So I bought another lip. As you can tell, it looks all painted, nice. It's actually an eBay lip. The normal setup that I'm running, side splitters or diffuser in the front lip, is from Stillen. It looks very similar to my Stillen front lip. It's cool. I feel like if you're stock height, it will work perfectly fine, but if you're low, it is a big no-no. Fitment, everything was like pretty straight, pretty solid, pretty front end, really easy to put on. It actually comes in 3 pieces, which is kind of whack, but yeah, it's ABS plastic, so it's really thin. So like the first scrape, basically that'll happen. This is after 1 day of driving. I like literally destroyed that shit. So my Stillen lip, I can go about a month or 2 of just like beating that shit up. It's like a really strong poly, so it's definitely a lot more durable than this shit. This is just ABS plastic, so it's donezo, like the first thing you hit. Yeah, I mean, if you're stock height, I feel like it's cool. It was only like 50 bucks, but yeah. Look like somebody got hungry. So this car doesn't get along with lips too often. Everybody's like, bro, just bag your car. You don't have to worry about lips. Let me tell you the reason why I won't bag my car. 1, I like driving low. There's something in my brain that tells me that I have to drive a low car, okay? 2, if I had bags, that would just encourage me to drive my car even lower. I'd be over here slamming that shit on the ground, scraping, like, yeah, this is sick, and then I'm just ruining my car even more. So there you go. Me and bags won't get along either, because it's just gonna make me do even more stupid shit with my car. I like how it sits. I think it is perfect. I have perfect fitment on it. Yeah, the lips get beat up, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm like done with this car. I'm not putting any other money into it. There's nothing else that I want for it. It's just straight up a little daily, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy with it. Bam, we're gonna start it off with this. This is some of the new parts going on the G. You already know I had to get some carbon fiber fenders. Same ones that are on the Q. Fly 1, shout out to my boy Carbon Plug, hooked me up on the fenders. And these And these very nice carbon fiber mirror caps. And ooh, look at the drip. Man, that candy red on that valve cover. Sheesh. So I am gonna run the cover just because I have to have that RB26 on the front. These are ceramic coated, just candy red. It doesn't really look like the OEM candy red, but it doesn't really bother me. I kind of prefer this. The OEM candy red on the RB26 looks a little more darker, more like a blood red, but this is real bright, so I'm kind of fucking with this more. So that shit looks sick. Of course, you already know we got that 7675 Precision Gen 2 ball bearing feed band boys. Yup, 96 AR. And bow! Nismo Juke RS seats. I took them out the Z. I'm gonna put them in the G. I'm just kidding. I actually came up on another set of these. Hands down, these are like one of my favorite seats, I believe, from Recaro. There's a lot of different Recaros that look pretty similar, but it's just the fact that it has the Nismo. That's just, I love that. Just the two-tone, the leather and the suede. That shit is fire. And actually, a supporter sold these to me. He actually followed me and stuff, and he had a Nismo Juke RS. He had a spare set, so shout out to you, bro. You're probably watching this. Appreciate you, man. Good looking, because I needed those. I was looking for seats, and I couldn't find any seats that I was willing to like cash out on, but I wanted these ones. I just didn't want to pay like retail or full price. They're not cheap, and they're not easy to come by, so that was a blessing in disguise right there. Definitely needed these seats in the G. That shit is gonna be legendary. But man, this shit is sick. If this quarantine shit lasts longer, we get full lockdown. I'm about to bring some tires in here and start building the whole car in the living room. But just seeing all this right here is just hyping me up, man. Sheesh. So yeah, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. The next thing we'll probably be doing is finishing up the tube front end and mounting the radiator, intercooler, and then I think George is actually gonna come out of his house. I'm amazed. He's gonna come out of his house and help me do the fuel system, so we can kind of start getting this ball rolling. I really want to finish the G swap, like drive it home. I really want to finish it sometime by the end of next month. No, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but hopefully if everything goes smooth, then we can finish it by then. So yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned to the next video. I don't really know when the next video is going to be because literally I have like no content. Both of the content cars are in the shop. The shop's pretty much closed right now. I only have the queue. We're all quarantined right now. Everything is closed. There's nothing to do. I'm not hanging out with nobody. I'm not doing anything. This shit is getting pretty serious out here. I really just been at the crib, just watching TV and just being bored, picking my boogers and shit. So I'll try to keep you guys as updated as I can. I just don't want to bring you guys any boring ass videos. Just this video alone took me like 2 weeks to make, so hopefully this is all clear up soon and I can start getting you guys hella content on the cars. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.